Welcome back to the channel, guys. Sorry I've been a little slow on the updates. Work has been crazy, so I'm trying to get these knocked out for you guys. Running a little behind. This is VIN 2638. This popped up about a week ago. It's a 2018 083 ultra white with gold flake with LA30 red interior. For sale at Lexus in Albuquerque, New Mexico. $63,000 with 51,000 miles. Texas and New Mexico car since new. L certified. This is the oldest year you can buy that's L certified still. 8 years or 80,000 miles. And so this is under both, just barely. Production statistics, 648 out of the 2,347 cars for the US, 49 everywhere except Hawaii were ultra white. Of those 648, 361 had LA30 red interior, which is 15.37% of all of the production in this combo. So it is the most common color combination you can get on these cars, white with red. However, 2018, which is the lowest production year for the US 49, there's only 53 out of the 169 cars were ultra white. Still a lot of them by percentage. 30 had LA30 red interior. So this car is one of 30 at its rarest. It's only rare because it's a 2018 as far as the production statistics go. Carfax, Epic VIN, and AutoCheck. So Carfax shows this as a 4-owner, no accident car. Epic VIN shows this as a 6-owner, no accident car, and I don't put a lot of weight behind what Epic VIN says as far as owners go. AutoCheck shows this as a 4-owner, no accident car, so I think this is safe to assume this is a 4-owner, no accident car. Previous sales, first one on sale in December of 2017 in Texas for $89,000. Still for sale in March of 2018, and it looks like it finally sold in August of 2018. So 9 months for sale, very typical of what you saw when these cars were new. November of 2021 in New Mexico, $68,000 with 26,000 miles, L certified, and it sold in under a month. And then it was for sale again in April of 2022, not too much later, again in New Mexico, L certified, $60,000 with 30,000 miles. So added 4,000 miles, and the price went down $8,000. And then it popped up again for sale in August of 2023 in Texas at a Toyota dealer, still $60,000 with 30,000 miles. So probably just sat around, wasn't sold. Maybe they sent it to auction or something. And it sold November 2023, 3 months later, and it looks like it went back to New Mexico. And now it is for sale in January of 2026, back in New Mexico, L certified, $63,000 with 51,000 miles. And if you're doing the math, that is $3,000 more dollars and 21,000 more miles than it was 3 years ago. And it's still sold Lexus L certified, so you still have a bumper-to-bumper warranty, and you have the option of extending that warranty as well. So now onto the photos. It looks like there's a little damage on the lower front left and front right side of the passenger's front bumper, and it does look like it has PPF on the front as well. However, and there's a big however here, if you look at the odometer, it has 26,000 miles on it. So what this dealer is doing is reusing the old for sale photos, hopefully just temporarily, but from 4 years ago and like 25,000+ miles ago. Little deceptive, because obviously age and time and mileage and everything has happened since then. Hopefully they come up with new photos, but they're using the old ones right now. I would, however, not be surprised if you see delaminating carbon fiber trim on the interior as far as how it stands now, but in 2021, it looked fine. So I guess really right now you just treat it like there aren't any current photos of this car, because that's the case. No photos since 2021. So as far as the price is concerned, this car is a little bit overpriced. At $63,000, you're competing with 2020s that are L certified for around the same mileage. So this car should probably be like somewhere in the area of 54 to 56K. And so at that point, this thing is like $8,000 overpriced. Service history. This car is also not very well dealer serviced. The first entry of note is March of 2018, the JLB recall. So that is the high pressure fuel pumps. Most of these cars have that done. August of 2018, the dealer installed body side moldings on the side, so just the side bumper moldings on the door. They just adhere with adhesive, and those can be easily removed. You polish any remaining residue away. May of 2022, looks like at about 30,000 miles, they installed PPF, or maybe there was something that it needed attention. Maybe it was reapplied. It doesn't say, it just was subletted to the PPF installer, paint protection film. January of 2026, the last service, 51,000 miles. Plastic was melted on the exhaust and the exhaust gasket was leaking. Doesn't say if it was actually repaired or what was done, but just something else of note. If you go drive this car, listen for an exhaust leak. So what's not done? There's a big question on the service history on this car. Brakes, question mark, tires. 60,000 mile service is going to be due soon. The ZLZ still applies to this being a 2018. So that is the dash that is cracked, deformed, delaminating, or sticky. And the in-service date on this car is August 28th of 2018. So you have until August 28th of 2028 in order to get your dash replaced free of charge under Lexus extended coverage. Shocks are a big thing on this car with the 17s through the 2020s. The adaptive damping shocks, they had a defective internal oil seal from the factory. Some of them leaked when they had 15 miles. Some made it to 70 or 80,000 before they started leaking. So I would, if these haven't been replaced, they haven't been replaced at the dealer. If they haven't been replaced, then I would fully expect to have to do that. So if you're going to look at this car, have a mechanical inspection and look to see if the shocks are leaking. If they are, they're not terribly expensive to replace, but it is something to watch out for. The carbon fiber trim, since we don't have any current pictures, the last photos in 2021 didn't see any issues, but that was 4 years ago. So if the carbon fiber trim is delaminating, fully expect to have to either repair or replace that. The front lower control arm bushings, as always, make sure you inspect the insides of the front tires. Make sure you don't see any excessive wear. If you do, front lower control arm bushings, 2 tires, and an alignment. So the other thing, it's just the usual, but the valley plate, 2018s are kind of getting towards that time. It's heat cycles and time, not necessarily mileage, but if you're gonna buy this car L certified, you can move forward not worrying about it for at least a few years. And if it happens, then the valley plate is addressed under the L certified warranty. So finally, would I buy this car? I think if it was cheaper, if it was somewhere around 54 to 55, that would be where I would be comfortable with, but not at 63. If I'm gonna spend $63,000 on one of these cars, you can buy a 2020. The market on these cars is definitely more flat right now. It was creeping up. Whoever had this car back in like 2022, you've basically driven the car for free the last 4 years. And that's basically how most of these cars have gone since 2019, is whatever price they were in 2019 as they were depreciating, that's kind of what they are right now. And this car is, you know, in 2021, it was $68,000. In 2022, it was 60. This car at 60 is still a little bit over market just because of the mileage, but it's still a low mileage example overall, but there are a lot of lower mile examples out there still remaining. So there's always some that seem to be popping up. This car, 51,000 miles, L certified. You know, you have peace of mind buying it L certified. You have to spend a little bit more for that. And so is that extra peace of mind worth it to you? You know, to me, it's not. The valley plate issue, if that comes up, that's a $2,000 issue. That's really the main thing that I would be concerned with. But under the L certified warranty, they won't replace bushings or anything like that unless they fail tremendously, not just like how they usually fail on these cars. So it's kind of a waste of money, in my opinion, for the L certified warranty, but if you want the peace of mind, then go for it. So anyway, that's what I've got for you guys. VIN 2638. Thanks again for watching. We'll see you soon.